One time he called me a bitch, and another time he called me retarded. Hashtag me too.
Sounds like she was retarded.
It sounds like she was being a bitch. So
okay. Okay, let's see.
So the women that go into
like,
science aren't good looking, and here I just.
Oh my god!
She looks like she has both down and up syndrome.
Oh my god!
And she looks like she barebacks toilets.
God damn.
Wow.
Things you want to achieve before you die.
A successful podcast, so I'm fucked.
Welcome to a special edition of Bicker Bots, the Super Bowl episode. We're not going to talk about football at all.
Thank God.
I'm super excited about it.
So
Thank God.
We are recording this the day of the Super Bowl. Let's see here. I did have some.
I have a topic.
No.
Oh!
I mean, I just pulled one out.
Yeah, fire it.
Go ahead. I was going to talk about the.
I'm pretty sure we already talked about this though.
You say that about every topic that you
Should
pull.
prostitution be legal?
Yeah, we've
talked about
We've talked about that. I'm glad you interrupted me talking about the how we're the award-winning BickerBots podcast with that.
What awards did we win? The Snubbies?
No, we're the award-winning podcast.
What awards did we win?
The award-winning podcast. As in, like, that is what PJ has decided that we are.
Right. Okay.
Don't interrupt. All right. This is This is the BickerBots podcast. It's an award-winning podcast. It's brought to you
What
by...
awards, PJ? You can't say we've won awards and then don't name the awards that you've won.
Brought to you by OCD.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and move on.
Born gay ? Like, as in, were you born gay, PJ? Because
We've had this one before.
Yeah, we have, but I think it was on the one that didn't get recorded.
No, this was the Enter the Dustin. Remember? Because
oh yeah, that's right.
we were questioning Dustin's...
How appropriate.
Yeah.
I got one. What's your spirit animal?
ooh.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not really a topic, is it?
I thought we've
definitely done that.
Yeah,
No,
we've done
we
this.
haven't.
Yes, we did, but it was one of the unheard ones. Go ahead, Pac. What's
Oh,
your
it was? I think
penguin?
Shh, let him speak.
Peregrine Falcon. I'm pretty sure
I was
said
hoping
that.
you wouldn't remember and then say something else.
Exactly. No, I'm pretty sure I said that.
I think you're more of a panda.
I think we shouldn't be bringing.
No, bro. I'm just saying. When we call you and then it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon and you say, "Okay, great, I'm going back to sleep." That makes me think of pandas bears.
Yeah, you're like
That's
a bear. You're
all
always
I'm
in
saying.
But
hibernation.
I was up since 7. So
7 a.m.?
Yeah. So like that's not fair. Like
The crack of
the crack of 7.
crack
yeah.
of morning.
I mean, we're virtually twice your age, and we barely take naps. I don't think I've ever taken a nap in the past
suck
year.
at taking
that's
naps.
because the older you get, the less naps you need.
Get the
I
fuck
think
out
that's
of
the
here.
wrong.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
the
how that
wrong way.
works.
Yeah, that's
No, you
exactly
need
how that
naps when
works.
No,
you're
you need
born,
naps when you're old. Yeah.
and then when you're old.
Yeah. I take a power nap,
think
so
so.
like 20 minutes, I lay down, I go straight into sleep, and then I have to get up. I mean, dreams, and then I have to get up.
Yeah, it's like the 5 times I've ever called you in our lifetime.
Yeah.
You're always napping.
Yeah.
It's probably because I'm only getting like 5 hours of sleep per day. during
That's
the
not
weekday.
good.
I know. I just need to catch up on the weekends.
So, question: have you been watching Happy?
Oh, I've been meaning to. I keep on forgetting. Yeah, I keep on forgetting about it because both of you guys have said it's great.
It is great.
So I'm going to watch.
You're going to
it.
hate it because it's awesome.
Yes, basically.
Okay, Mister. I love Death Note. Like, no.
Death Note
I
was
do
good.
love Death Note.
Death Note was
No,
good.
okay, we're not gonna say like we're not gonna do this again. But again, I implore anybody who's listening to watch Death Note on Netflix and then come back and revise your opinions of these two individuals.
Death Note was fine. I'm really shocked that what's his name? Christopher Meloni.
That can't be his name.
It's Christopher something. Anyways, that
Reeves?
guy, he is
Like
legit.
the
He's
rapper?
good. No, the guy he was in Man of
Malone?
Steel. Yeah, Post Malone. There you go. He was in Man of Steel, and then he was on SVU, Law and Order for like
I don't
ever.
watch those old people shows. I don't
Anyways,
know.
you didn't watch Man of Steel?
Of course I watched
There
it.
you go. Shut your mouth.
You said SVU.
You're talking about the actor.
The actor. God, no, the same character. Fuckface.
Oh, okay.
I really don't remember what we're talking about.
Happy.
Happy. Oh, yeah.
The main dude from Happy.
He's so good.
He's good. I'm
Yeah.
shocked.
He's really delivering that character.
Is he an A-list celebrity? He's not, right?
He's got to be. He was on
he's
Oz.
No. He's like definitely.
You're not going to remember Oz, but did you watch Oz?
Yeah, I watched Oz.
He was hardcore on Oz.
know.
I don't know what that is.
It's a prison show on HBO that had 3 seasons. Like
Was it good?
it was
Oh,
amazing.
it's basically your life without bars.
right.
Or with bars, I should say.
A lot of butt stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's where you're going. I was
Western
like,
styled hand jobs.
gotcha.
A lot of homosexual fucking on there.
Oh, and then
Western
in the
style.
cell that was down the block, they had where conjecture meets the looming threat of imminent violence.
That was early. Okay,
Yeah, no
all
one
right.
didn't see that coming. I saw that one coming.
Well, you barely speak English. So.
Okay, fuck out of here. So, anyways, there's that. Housekeeping notes. Bicker Bots podcast brought to you by Tide Pods. It's a wonderful meal if you're hungry. So, here at Bicker Bots podcast, we
That means dead. You know that, right? Like it's been 3-4 weeks. Internet has moved on. Stop mentioning Tide Pods. Just,
Has it?
oh yeah.
I just saw something
Oh,
about
yeah.
how
Whoa.
Tide Pods
Speaking of,
let's talk about my English some more, motherfucker.
made more money than Elon Musk's cars.
Did you see all the flamethrowers he fucking sold?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Okay, so this is what happened. I seen an article. Elon Musk
Oh, God,
making
that guy is
flamethrowers.
hilarious. Yeah.
Months later, Elon Musk sold out of all the flamethrowers. Like, what?
like, what is this guy doing? like, why does he need to? Oh, for the upcoming zombie apocalypse.
He's like
Got
the
it.
most interesting man in the world.
It was just crazy. And, like nobody's seen him except for a picture. There's no test or nothing like that.
Oh, I think they're for his the boring project. The
What the fuck did they need flamethrowers to dig through?
It says the Boring Company flamethrower. It's only $500?
Yeah,
It's not supposed to be a combat flamethrower. It's supposed to be like a what is it? Practical application. They use it to like.
Then why is it
practical
shaped like a
applications
gun?
of flamethrowers?
No.
Oh, the burn-
I don't work in the industry. The steel,
flamethrower industry?
No, yes.
The mercenary industry. What are we talking about?
So typically, guys use flamethrowers. They're connected like propane tanks, and they got the little wand attached to
I
it.
get it.
So back burning whatever for fires and burning sugarcane.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
But this is a
industry-
fucking gun. This is a gun, and
It looks like it has a silencer on it.
I mean, that looks awesome though.
Yeah, I want one.
so they sold all 20,000. They were only making 20,000, no more, no less. $500 a pop. I'm kind of mad I didn't get in on
Yeah,
this.
$500 is a drop in the bucket. Would you defend your home from an invader using your flamethrower?
Goddamn right I would.
You would burn the house down.
Fuck them.
Worth it.
Worth it. I got home insurance.
All right, I got something. Did y'all see the it's not the on the Wolf Ticket lottery ticket that's right in front of me, but I have to talk about this. So this lady tried to bring her service Peacock through the airport
I saw that. I saw
on
that.
her
Yeah,
shoulder,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
was like just pooping nonstop as she's walking this thing into the airport.
Like in that video, did you see her try to do like rationalize like, no, this is a service animal, like I need it with me? And I was like, this lady's got balls, like.
So in the video I watched, it starts by somebody holding up their video phone and they're recording it, and they show her, she's like running around in little main interest, like chasing the peacock around, and the lady goes, this lady's trying to corral her peacock into the airport.
For those of you who haven't seen this, we're looking at it online right now. This thing looks huge.
It looks like a bird of prey.
This thing is ridiculous in
Yeah,
size.
they're gigantic. Again, like they wait.
Yeah,
was
that's
she
the
an
video.
American? Was she an American?
Yeah.
Oh, and the airline refused to let her on with it.
Duh.
Hmm.
Typically, you can get away with it if she had like a pig or
Something's got to be done about that, though. You got to come up with some kind of like list of
the
animals.
peacock wasn't in control of the peacock. That's why they wouldn't let her on.
They want to see the training certificate on the peacock.
Well, I mean, you could see in the video like this thing's all hopping all over the place.
Oh, here
Look,
it is. It's
yeah.
actually on her.
Oh, it's flapping. And you missed the part where she was in that little
was she
area.
some kind of trainer? Like,
I
or
think
like,
she's some sort of a psycho.
I mean, that's given, but like, what's the reason why she brought it to the airport?
This is a bad video. It's just on a loop.
Just on a loop. I don't know what. Anyways, that's craziness. How would you expect to get that on a plane? And
What
be
would you
allowed?
do though? Would you get off the flight if you're like sitting next to the lady with the peacock?
See, it would just be you losing money at that point, though.
Yeah.
Because the airline wouldn't do
They
anything.
wouldn't. They
Yeah.
would do like, what's your problem, bro? We got you a seat. You wanted
Yeah,
a seat. There's a
exactly.
seat.
What I don't understand is how they keep people on planes for 9 hours at a crack on the tarmac.
You know what I'm curious about? If like somehow she got that peacock on the plane, right? And then they're like, okay, no, we're gonna put it on the cargo, like, and it died. Would the airline be exactly? Would the airline be responsible for that? I don't think they would.
They shouldn't be.
That
Yeah.
thing's got to be expensive. Peacocks are not cheap.
How would you know? Like, I've looked into this.
BickerBotsPodcast@gmail.com. If you've tried purchasing a peacock, please let us know.
I bet if it was a white peacock, they would have let it on.
Get the fuck out.
All right. So a teacher suspended for allegedly assaulting a student who refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem, whichever you prefer.
So where are we at with that?
Okay, that are we like regressing as a society? Because like the whole standing and the Pledge of Allegiance, it's supposed to be optional anyways in all schools. That's
Is
not,
it?
Yes. That is not
Is
a
it?
federally mandated thing that students have to do the Pledge of Allegiance and stand up and do all of that. It's heavily encouraged and peer pressure is a bitch, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
I really don't like your commie mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think it's weird that lady's so stupid that she had to assault a underage person rather than talk to them about
Yeah, she shouldn't
their
be a
behavior.
teacher.
Shouldn't be
Yeah.
a teacher.
she was a PE teacher at most. They're
So
barely
it doesn't
teachers.
count.
Yeah, they're
Gotcha.
barely teachers. If you're a PE teacher out there and you took offense to this, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you don't want these hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I saw the best shirt the other day. I almost asked the dude where he got it. It's got a picture of two hands and says you can come get these. And I was like, yes. So we looked up Peacocks real quick. You can buy one between $100 and $250.
Oh, okay. So not that expensive.
Well, for you, they got an albino one that's $500.
You can get 2 flamethrowers for
Baby,
that.
sign me up.
Baby, sign me up. You want an albino peacock? Is that what's going on?
What did you just say?
I don't know why. I can't say
I
it.
gotta
Did you just
fix
say an
something.
albino peacock?
Peacock. So my math was off. You could get a flamethrower for 2 peacocks is what I was trying to say, but it came out wrong. So I apologize.
I'm glad you clarified that.
I'll
Thank you.
take away a point for that.
Good job. Did anybody watch the Logan Paul Suicide Force experience?
Yes.
Yes.
You actually watched it?
I put it on the list, bro.
Yeah.
I did too.
Oh.
Yeah, but did you watch the video?
Okay,
Yeah.
so disclaimer: I try not to watch it on YouTube because that just his channel. I mean, because
Oh, yeah.
because that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, he says in the beginning, I'm not monetizing this video.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ.
No.
Hit a
so
nerve.
Logan Paul
Social
is like
justice
one of those-
warrior.
Logan Paul is one of those social justice warrior. No, this guy's just a straight up fucking asshole.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
he
about how
is.
you came
Yeah,
at me
like-
for saying that you
Oh.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like he is like one. He epitomizes like the whole like millennial generation.
Yeah,
quote
he's
unquote,
everything that's
right?
wrong with
Exactly.
America right now.
And like I hate him because he puts a face on like you know how people want to hate
Douchebaggery.
exactly. You know how people want to hate on quote unquote millennials, right? They can just point to this guy and like he just like makes us all look like shit. And I hated him so much for that.
Now here's where Pac's going to want to punch me in the jejunum. So I don't like the guy Paul Logan, or is that Logan Paul?
Logan Paul, yeah.
I don't like him because he's an idiot. Right, he's a no talent moron who's getting undue or attention from young people. But here's the thing: what he did wasn't actually that bad. The fact that he went through a forest known for suicides and found a dead body, and then he aired it, to me that doesn't. Okay, if I'm on an NBC anchor and I'm doing a story on suicide forest and
So
I walk in,
I actually think that there's like legal precedence for that. Like you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to just
whose rights did he violate?
The family of the dead persons. So like for example, like no, that's a thing because like on news and stuff like that, you can't have like just amateur people like show up to a crime scene and just start video. That's not allowed.
Yes, you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got
Is
a
that
year of law
guerrilla
school.
journalism? You got a semester of law
It's a
school.
year, but either way, it's a public
was
place.
online.
There's no expectation of privacy. But the only
It's
problem
from
is
DeVry
this was in
University.
Japan.
Well, okay, yeah, sure.
So who knows what the laws are in Japan? But if it was happening in the States and you're walking through a national forest and you start
Also,
videotaping it,
but like even if you do that, right, and like you see like a dead body, like that family has enough cause to like start going after you legally, right?
no expectation of privacy. You killed yourself in a national forest or a public forest. You have no expectation of privacy.
Plus, they didn't show who the guy was. He's just a blurred out body in the woods on a tree.
Yeah, I think people were more mad with him laughing, and you have to watch.
He didn't laugh.
He
Oh, he
does
did, he
laugh,
did.
but you have to wait until the end of the video where he says, "In all stressful situations, I laugh is my coping mechanism."
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
his-
I think
his,
it's just-
his, little,
I just-
his petty little justification.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
hate this guy, let's hate him for more than that. He's
Yeah, he's
22
done
years
plenty.
old, and he's got a $5 million mansion
and actually,
and
what's
this
even-
outfit.
What like so if you looked at his whole Japan video stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched another video
Yeah.
of him just interacting with Japanese people, and that was actually a little bit more offensive to me.
That was very offensive.
Yeah.
He's throwing Pokeballs at the
Yeah,
Japanese police,
yeah,
and he's
like-
just. Yeah, he's
Oh,
not a
yeah.
good person.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
saying on this one issue, like
Yeah.
I'm not super angry that you
Oh.
showed a dead body in the woods.
Wait, that's offensive?
Yeah.
Throw Pokeballs at people?
It's offensive because it perpetuates the ignorant American stereotype
Of
abroad.
like, yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
I don't like that
yeah,
because the Japanese people are
they
very
already
good
look
people.
at Americans as like bagagaijins, you know, like
Jesus Christ.
and like that just did not help us at all. I'm surprised that they didn't ban him from the country. You know, like
He's just one of many.
people that do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Are they used to like the military, like U.S. military personnel doing that?
I don't
kind
know
of stuff?
about that. I can't speak to that, but I'm just saying like there's a lot of Americans that embarrass themselves in Japan and other countries.
There you go. So how about some Super Bowl news?
We said we weren't talking about the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is charging $5 million for a 30-second spot.
Whoa. That's
5 million.
nothing. Oh, 5 million.
Yeah, for 30
okay,
seconds.
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's
Okay,
boring.
and these are the movies that you can expect to see. Well, I can expect to see because you guys aren't going to watch the game.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, Fallout.
Mission
Wait,
Impossible.
whoa. Mission Impossible, Fallout? Are you saying there's a Fallout movie?
It says Mission Impossible dash Fallout.
Oh, so it's Fallout. It's Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
It's not a Fallout movie.
No.
Well, then I don't care.
I don't know what Skyscraper is.
It's a building.
Thank you. The third Cloverfield.
Ooh, I'm actually kind of excited about
All of them.
I have yet to
Did
watch
you
the
see the
second one.
second one?
I haven't
No,
seen
I
the second
said
one.
duh, as in yeah, I'm going to watch it. I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
need to see the trailer.
The first one was garbage.
The first one was okay.
It was okay.
It was garbage.
The second
The
one was
second one
amazing.
brought it way up.
back up.
Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. So I
don't care about
I
Jurassic
liked the
World.
last
Let
one.
it die.
Yeah, exactly.
But I
don't
guarantee
care.
this one's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like
Just like the last
already
one.
from the trailers. It's just like I don't care.
Did you
at
see
all.
the last one?
Yeah, that's why I said it sucked, because
It
I've
did
seen
not
it.
suck. Chris Pratt. Was
Star
good.
Lord was not enough to
How dare you?
keep me going.
In fact, Star-Lord was part of the reason I didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Fallen Kingdom is getting a 90-second preview. So they're
Fallen Kingdom is
15
Jurassic
million.
World, right?
Oh yeah. Jurassic World, they're putting 15 million into it on the Super Bowl. This is fucking pointless. There's no need to do this on Super Bowl
Did
Sunday.
you know, by the way, that the movie industry is like heavily declining? Like, so every success. Oh yeah. So like it's part of like their like efforts to revitalize the industry by saying like, oh, this movie broke all these records, right? But really, it's just those movies that are actually doing any kind of like making any kind
Yeah,
of
because
like,
nobody
real
gives a
profit.
shit about the art house films and things like that.
It's not just that. And just in terms of the movie industry in general, their profits have been steadily declining for like 2 decades now.
Why?
Just because people don't want to go out to the
Stop
movie
charging me
theaters
$16
anymore.
for a bucket of popcorn.
Exactly.
But then they get international and they get
Yeah, China saves
domestic.
everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they
That's the only
get
reason you're getting Pacific Rim too, is because of China.
DVD sales.
I'm talking about
and-
like in America though. In America, like the movie ticket sales.
No, I've read something similar to what you're saying, so I'm pretty sure you're right. I don't see it myself.
Now, I
'cause
think-
they get my money.
I think the DVD sales and Blu-ray sales are going to dry up.
Blu-ray. What's a
Sauce.
Blu-ray?
So I can't remember the last time I bought one.
Oh,
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
because you can just download and stream everything at this point.
I just don't buy movies anymore. Fucking an adult.
it's gonna be on Netflix or
Yeah.
Hulu or HBO. So
So we're likely to get a preview for Avengers.
Okay, I'm a little excited about that one.
And then everybody's going nuts about this stupid fucking A Wrinkle in Time.
I don't.
That thing looks
a
horrible.
wrinkle in time, like Don Rickles.
wrinkle.
Ron Wrinkle.
A wrinkle?
It's
Ron Wrinkle?
A Wrinkle in Time. It's the one with Oprah and everybody else. Looks like shit. The guy left
Oh, that
Black
looks
Panther.
stupid.
The dude gave up Black Panther to do this.
He's gonna regret
who
that.
Gave up Black Panther?
The guy that did A Wrinkle in Time. He thought
The
he'd be-
director.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's so stupid.
Stupid.
Well, I'm glad because we got the right director for Black Panther. Then,
Dude, that looks killer.
It's been getting a lot of hype, like a lot of good buzz. So
I'm trying not to watch the trailers because I don't want it to spoil it for me. Like my expectations would be.
I've only
too
watched the
high.
first trailer. So
They're
is
so good.
All right. So I know we
that
got
next week? No, that's next week.
February 18th, I think.
16.
16th.
All right. Ooh, let's do. I know you're gonna bitch, but we're gonna do it anyways. A little Trump news.
Again?
Somebody put on here. Trump put a new tax on solar energy. How is that any way beneficial to society? Supposedly, it loves capitalism. Why is it being allowed? I'm pretty sure this.
That's me. Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
You understand what this tax is, right?
No, I mean you can explain it to me.
So it's a tariff. That's all it is. It's a 30% tariff that drops steadily across 5 years to 15%.
Tariff, as in like
Imports.
Importing.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that is like so. Like, why do that though? So like,
Can you answer that, libertarian? Can you answer why we use tariffs?
no, I know why we use tariffs. I'm
Then
saying
why are you asking the question?
No, specifically for like, so if we want to, like,
Right? Am I missing this? Okay, specifically,
go ahead.
This is why.
Okay,
Because solar panels, 90% of solar panels are made overseas. Great. If we put a giant tariff on it, either we'll reap tax revenue from it or
So
they'll
that's my
start
argument.
building them here.
Okay, so two things. So my first argument is making it harder in general to make things come into America in order to vitalize an industry. That's not how you do it. In order to pump up an industry and make it grow, you want things to be as easily accessible as possible. And if you want solar energy to grow, you want this free flow of trade to be very, very like just good, right? You want it to be like you want to be able to just, hey, I need this part. It's going to be sent over to me. No headache about it.
I think what you're describing is that mentality leads to a boom in the technology and the industry, whereas what he's talking about potentially leads to more money for our sort of
So
economy.
that's what I'm arguing against. So like that solution, putting a tariff on solar energy, and this is a burgeoning industry, right? So if you're wanting to, for a burgeoning industry, you want it to grow, right? And in the beginning, if you want it to grow, you need to make things as easy as possible in order to have that industry have legs, have like, real like weight and power behind them. And if you do that in the beginning, all you're doing is at this point is you're hindering that industry.
Yes, but
You're
you
just
also
making
understand that you're making another country better at solar than us.
What are you talking? You mean without the tariffs or with the tariffs?
Trump
without the
is making
tariff.
another country better at solar than us.
Without,
No, he's not. How's he?
Because he would rather revitalize the coal industry than put more money
which
into...
he's actually said, and that's
Right.
kind of that's terrifying. Like that's
That's not
sad.
terrifying.
Yeah.
That is
No, that is
all
terrifying.
jokes
No, if you wanna know
aside-
what's terrifying-
all jokes aside, that's terrifying.
You want to know what's terrifying? I just got a notification on my phone that Kylie Jenner gave birth to a girl. Why the fuck is my phone telling me this?
Yeah, what do you got going on your phone, bro?
Fucking Apple.
Kylie Jenner is not a genetic woman. How in the world is that possible?
Kylie Jenner.
I'm thinking of Caitlyn Jenner. Oh God.
Awesome.
Wow.
Now that's news. If Caitlyn Jenner pops out a little
Yeah,
boy,
exactly.
my
No,
phone better
no,
tell me.
No. That's what I was like I was in shock for a little bit. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
All right, let's lighten it up a little bit. You guys are pissing me off.
I just want to say that's his second Freudian slip of the day.
Whatever. Who's
How's that a
keeping
Freudian slip?
track? That's not he doesn't know what it means. How would you describe your look?
Oh, like the style.
For the record, I didn't put this question here. I don't think.
as in style.
Yeah.
No, not in style. If someone said, "How do you look?" and you had to give them a general answer, what would you give them?
How do you look? What do you mean? How do I look?
It's got to be style, bro. If it's not style, then
if-
what are you talking about? Like your facial features?
Like
No,
like
okay,
a
so if
number.
I was
like
saying-
I'm a 7. Like
No,
like-
You're
watch.
not a
Watch.
7.
wow.
You're a hard 4, bro.
Whoa! First of all, ouch. Second of all,
Ballsy this one with the
I
7s.
don't know. No, I'm not. That was an example. Wow, jeez, I'm like a little hurt. And nothing is like, you think I'm a 4? My
Hashtag
mom
truth.
doesn't think I'm a 4.
Yeah, your mom doesn't think you're a 4. You're
Your
a
mom
10
does
in her
think
eyes.
you're
My
a
mom
4.
thinks I'm a solid 10.
You're a 10, the mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom's called us. We know.
I don't
No,
speak
so if I
Korean.
had to judge, if I was Wilds and I was having to give my
You can
what-
never be Wilds.
okay, so I would say athletic, nerdy hipster. I don't know, especially today. That's an athletic
You
nerdy
look like
hipster.
you sound like you're describing your ideal Tinder date. Like
Yeah.
what categories would you want?
PJ's facial response to that was amazing.
So again,
Points for Pack.
if I had to explain pack, I would say Asian.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, I'll recant. I recant.
That's-
American Asian.
So Asian American.
No, American Asian.
Okay.
Oh, what is
So-
happening? So your look is a thing. Like the cowboy look is a look.
Yeah.
The hipster look.
There you
These
go.
are looks.
Where's your look? Which one is it?
I don't have one really.
What's his?
Say
American Asian. Say American Asian.
I can place a look for you.
I'm not really good at this game.
I can place a look for Wilds.
Yeah, what you got?
I feel like this is gonna make me-
meathead
Meathead
nerd.
chic?
Meathead nerd.
Oh,
Meathead
okay.
nerd.
I'm not offended by that.
I don't think you're big enough to be qualified as a meathead, though.
I think you need to get those eyes checked. Peepaw.
Just
And
saying.
I don't think that 4 was an accurate representation. By the way. At least I mean solid. Okay, like are we factoring just looks or like?
So here's the thing
physical
about
height?
that 4, right? You're
Physical
a 4,
height.
Pack's a 4, every man is a 4 because it's less than a 5, and I'm not attracted to men, so I can't give you anything more than
No,
a.
you
it's just-
you can't look at guys objectively. Is that somehow? Like,
Okay, so this is an interesting question. I think men are repulsive. Like I can look at a dude and
you're
say,
okay. No, I get that.
no, here's what I'm saying. And this is not a joke. This is me being straight up real with you.
Yeah.
I can look at a dude and say, I wish I had that trait because women would like me more.
Okay.
But I can't look at a dude and say, that dude's probably attractive.
So the only reason why I believe you is because I have a friend who's exactly like that, and he's like word for word, he's described to me like his feelings. Like
Yeah.
he thinks men are disgusting.
Yeah.
Like we're like hairy and
Hairy
icky
and mouth
yeah,
shapen
exactly.
and
It's
smells. It's
disgusting.
just the whole thing is
exactly.
gross.
No, and I get that. I get
Even
that.
the prettiest dude, like I
They're
mean,
still a
quote
dude.
unquote
Yeah, they're
prettiest,
still a dude.
I still know what's going. I am a dude. I know what's going on with dudes. It's gross.
fart all the time.
I don't see how women are into us. They should just be with each other. If I'm being honest.
This is a
Hormonal.
horrible topic, and I'd like to move off of it. Tom Holland's Venom. Oh, Tom Holland
Holland's
is
Venom?
going to cameo in Venom
As Peter Parker, right?
as Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're gonna connect the universes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they weren't going to start with. It was just stupid.
You know what's crazy to me? The fact that Sony's trying to make a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Venom by himself, I don't know if he's interesting or like enough of a villain to make just one movie about him.
So he is, but that's the thing that, like some of us have talked about. It depends on which version of Venom you're talking about. I would love to see an Agent Venom movie where it's
Agent Venom.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's
it's the
Flash
Flash
Thompson, and then he was sort of injured in the war, and they came back and gave him the Venom symbiote, and he sort of it's like a dumbed down version of the alien symbiote, and he sort
I
of
did
uses
not
it to
know.
be he's a superhero. It's like a Thunderbolt and one of those. He's in
He's
that
a
group.
superhero. He becomes a superhero. I did not catch.
Well, sort of
this.
an anti-hero.
So Venom,
Agent Venom when you get a chance.
even this Venom's gonna be an anti-hero. He's gonna be battling Carnage, blah blah.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: the Venom suit.
That's awesome. I didn't know Carnage was in
He's-
this movie.
Well, yeah. So Venom has gone back and forth. He's
Actually,
a bit of a wild card.
Have they announced Carnage?
No, that's just what we're speculating.
Oh.
Because it's Venom. If it's not Spider-Man, then who can stop him?
Yeah. So here's the thing that they haven't released either. So the Venom suit. So the one version of the suit, it was a suit built to cure cancer and just wanted to bond with the body. That was it. The other version is the symbiote. Which one are they going with?
I hope they go with the symbiote because I feel like it's really interesting to have a like semi-sentient suit thing, like trying to like wrestle for control
Yeah.
over a body.
Yeah, that's
It
what
would
I'm
have
hoping.
to be that because the leaked clips from the movie show Tom Hardy walking from a building to a
It's
vehicle.
Tom Hardy. Yo, I am so into this now.
How does he not know it's Tom Hardy?
That's the only picture that they've released.
It's literally on the screen.
I've never looked into this at all.
Okay, so
I just
he's
know.
walking back and forth, and he's sort of fighting with the Venom symbiote.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
it
Okay,
should be that.
I'm actually kind of hyped for this now. Is Tom Hardy? Tom Hardy has never been in a bad movie.
I
that
love
I've
Tom
seen.
Hardy.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a bad movie.
He's like in my top 3 favorite.
Okay, so you fucking stole that from me, and it pisses me off. I was going to say that Tom Hardy's not really done a bad movie, and that's why I'm hoping he's good. So
He did a bad sitcom though, or show.
which one?
Taboo.
Oh, was that bad?
Yeah, it was bad.
I never even saw it. But the point is I think that's why he backed out of Suicide Squad. They were saying, scheduling conflicts, this and that.
scheduling conflicts. Yeah.
He probably looked at that thing and said, "This is a bag
No,
of shit."
he
dumpster
wanted
fire.
to be in it. He wanted to be
Who did he
Captain
wanna be?
Boomerang.
He was supposed to be. No, he wasn't Boomerang.
Oh.
Totally Captain Boomerang.
No, he was Rick Flag.
I'm telling you, it was. I watched the interview where he said he was
What
supposed
do you
to be
wanna
Boomerang.
bet?
I don't want to bet anything because I know that I'm right.
How much you want to bet?
Nothing.
All right. So I'm
That
gonna,
was so petty.
it was so
Tom
worthless.
Petty. You could just Google it. I'm telling you, he was supposed to play Captain Boomerang.
Wrong.
Oh my goodness.
I love how like this is a thing now. By the way, we can just
We can Google things
Yeah,
and
you
we can
can-
look at it,
yeah,
and
exactly.
the people listening can't see what we're Googling. It's not Suicided Squad.
Shut up. I'm trying to do these things in a hurry.
Character Rick Flag. Okay, I got you.
Oh, there you go.
ooh point for PJ. I guess.
Depends on your reference there. So that's
It doesn't. It just.
that's IMDb. Okay, all right, I'll concede.
As you should. All right. James Franco speaks out against accusers about sexual misconduct.
Szechuan House?
Yep.
Szechuan. Ooh.
Szechuan House. If you guys ever listen, we love the food. Fucking say hi when we're in there, pricks.
And give us free food,
and free food.
That would
please.
be amazing. Yes.
And he's back on the salt.
or don't.
It was a lot better with the he's back on the salt.
Question.
So James Franco, so he had these 3 girls and they were on Good Morning America, and the one said, so I dated him for like 18 months.
I know about this. Yeah.
And one time he called me a bitch, and another time he called me retarded. #MeToo.
It sounds like she was retarded.
It sounds like she was being a bitch. So
Okay.
sorry.
Let's. Okay. So this
Pick your
is,
drawers up and get the fuck out.
Oh God. Okay. So this is like one of the potential problems. Well, I wouldn't say problems with the Me Too movement, but like it'll happen, right? Where people take advantage of it. Like as soon as if they can have a soapbox to stand on and then have attention drawn to them, they will take that chance. Like people are disgusting like that.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like a lot of these people are they're going to dilute the movement like this, and it sucks.
So speaking of the movement, the one that started it all, Harvey Weinstein, back in the news.
No, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Have you seen what his assistant said? No. This shit's incredible. Check this out.
What did she say?
Whoa.
Just don't touch it.
Miss Rehal worked as an employee of the Weinstein Company. Her work involved catering to Harvey Weinstein's sexual appetites and activities.
So she was a
Okay, so
she was a salaried whore.
Exactly.
Pimp. Which
She was the pimp?
No, here it goes. Disclaimers, which included being involved in both the preparation and cleanup of Weinstein's extremely prolific sexual encounters.
With plants.
Prolific. Let's see here. She claimed the preparations included maintaining a list of contacts with a special asterisk that identified Harvey Weinstein's girls.
Your illiteracy is
yeah, it's
getting
horrible.
worse.
Purchasing women's lingerie, managing the stock of Weinstein's erectile dysfunction injections.
And we've all had the problems.
Yeah, but injections. And setting up an apartment close to his office for the use of sexual liaisons.
Is he married?
No. Yes.
He
yes.
is, right?
Not
Oh.
anymore.
No, he's still there. Rehal claimed that part of her duties included cleaning up semen on the couch in his office,
And the plants.
which happened on a regular basis, sometimes 3 times a week or so. How
Okay.
long do you got to work for this dude before you say, hey, I'm not cleaning jizz off the couch?
Or is that just Hollywood?
First of all, that, and is she getting paid a lot? I mean, for like, I don't know, $300,000 a year.
I'll clean your spank.
Exactly.
I'll clean it up for 3 Gs, 300 Gs.
Exactly.
If I'm making 300 G's a year, I'm calling somebody to come fucking.
You're going to
clean that
outsource
shit.
that?
yeah, outsource, and as you should. That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, for $10 an hour, come clean jizz. I got you. You know, I'm not doing this.
Fiverr. Hit up Fiverr.
Not a bad idea.
Ooh, speaking of fiber, San Antonio,
about
fiber,
it?
Google Fiber. Is it in your areas?
I
yet?
said Fiverr.
Oh, okay.
Like
But no,
$5.
I've been hitting them up on a weekly basis to try to get Google Fiber, and they're just like,
close to
check
my
back
house.
with
I
us.
know, it's so close.
You guys
Mine is
suck.
like a couple miles off, and I'm like,
You are so-
please.
I want it so bad.
Yeah, stay on the mic.
My bad.
How about somebody go grab into some other
I
bags?
got something right now.
What you got?
Which gender is the most important for the survival continuation of the human species? And the answer is female. Duh.
Duh.
Why?
Because dudes don't fart out little babies.
Yeah. You need one man.
One man for every 10 to 20 females, and you got it.
One man could probably. What? I think there's a study done on
So-
that. One man can impregnate like 5,000 women across his lifetime or some
Well,
bullshit.
not me. I just don't have the stamina.
Across your lifetime?
So
Yeah,
the
I'm
reason,
pretty
the
old.
re- okay,
One a day?
that's still a lot of.
So you think dudes?
I just want to be the devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Because like, all right, this is gonna be a little sexist, but like, okay, so like currently, right, like the science
He's going to
field,
science.
right, is populated by mostly men, right?
Mostly men, yeah.
And-
STEM.
Yes, the STEM field in general, right? Wow,
That sounds a lot better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, PJ. You're going to raise.
What was I thinking? Oh yeah. So like at this point, I'm pretty sure like scientists are really close to being able to just take sperm.
Oh, wow. Do you see where he's going? He's saying with sex bots and cloning, we don't even need women.
I'm just saying.
Sexist.
No. I'm okay. I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here. Because before, sure, the argument could have been, of course, the female species is the most important one, right? Because they actually house the ability to give birth.
They're the smartest. They smell better. They can cook food. Women are smarter than dudes. That's a
No.
fact.
That's not what I'm. The whole cooking thing. I'm a little.
Well, I'm not saying men don't cook. I'm just saying like women cook better than men.
Oh no, that's
The
not.
majority of them.
That's
No,
not.
that's not true at all.
Well,
It's
I mean,
true.
that's
It's been
not.
my
you-
experience
That's
in my
not
life.
where I was going with that.
If you go to a 5-star restaurant, it's more likely a male chef in the back.
That's because because of sexism. They won't allow the lead chef to be a woman.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is a very interesting topic. Like it's the whole like, hey, is the reason why women are not, quote unquote, getting paid more and they're not in STEM fields because of the latent sexism in the fields
It's
themselves?
because of interest.
No.
Yes.
There's been a lot of studies, and there's granted, there's arguments on both sides, right? There's arguments on like, oh, actually, women naturally they tend to be better at like certain things, the womanly things, right?
Right.
And then there's an argument where like, no, it's because of society and because we constantly like subconsciously like influence them to not go towards the STEM career fields that
Yes.
they're not pursuing this and they're not quote unquote good at it, right? But so like it's just really interesting because there's been studies that support both sides. Where some studies for example, in the Norwegian countries, right, and like the places where like you could arguably say sexism just doesn't exist, right, because they're so freaking liberal there. Like it's just they're amazingly like everybody's equal. They give everybody like the same chances. It's like the ideal control group, right, over the Norwegian like some Icelandic country, whatever, right. Even then, still. Women vastly choose like the nursing positions, the teaching positions, all of these, positions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
That's
like,
interesting.
There's that, and then there's also been like long-term studies that's been done where like here, a boy and a girl will both push them, like we'll both like say here, math is awesome, science is awesome. They'll try to push that onto them equally the same, right? And still, women tend to not like or not choose STEM just in general. I think not specific cases, obviously, but that's a trend.
Hashtag points.
And I don't know how you think you get points based on his poignant argument.
Yeah.
You just sitting over there shaking your old head doesn't get you a point.
Because I summed it up in one sentence. It took him 3 hours to put out.
No.
You said
I'm
some caveman stuff.
Exactly.
No, he just made a really valid point to which I agree.
I'm not supporting your point, PJ.
My
I'm
point
saying,
was they don't have a general interest in it.
no. See, that's not what I'm saying.
So you're saying they pushed them towards it and they didn't go to it, right?
I'm saying that there have been studies that show that, and there have been studies that show the opposite as well.
Nobody heard anything about that opposite.
Okay, let's see.
So the
this
women
is
that go
why-
into science aren't good looking. And here I just...
Oh my god!
So I've Googled it here, and I have the
Women of Science 2017,
the 50
catalog,
the 50 sexiest scientists alive,
and they're all dudes.
and that there's number one.
Oh, she's very good
She
looking. What are you
is-
talking about?
No, she's not very good
She is
looking.
not very good looking.
She is mildly attractive
You have
at
horrible
best.
standards. This, I love blondes.
She looks
No.
like she has both down and up syndrome. She looks like she was jilted at the altar by her roommate from college.
Let's not roast.
That's a dude.
yeah,
That guy looks
Here you go.
like...
These are all dudes.
Okay, you're moving too fast. Get rid of it. She's hideous.
hideous.
Hey, what's your argument? Smart people aren't cute?
Yes,
I'm smart.
you're not a scientist. Okay, she's
I'm a
decent.
borderline scientist. No, she's not.
Daniela with VT.
Don't say her name.
Oh Jesus! Oh, that one's not bad.
There you go.
Oh, psychologist though.
That's not really a doc or a scientist.
Oh my god! And you guys are trying to get psychologists to
Yeah.
come onto this show.
She looks like Tammy Faye the early years, that one.
Yeah, she actually does. Good job.
All right, let's get away from this. Nobody can see what we're looking at.
I'm gonna post links to the
that's
Facebook
hideous.
page.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I'm not seeing. No, she's definitely not. What is? Oh no,
There it is.
Christina Fan.
this dude looks like Seal.
Oh my! You can't just
He's at a
say
tough-
that, PJ.
He's at like a tough mutter. That's,
no,
and he's
I know,
got
like, that's
stuff
not,
on his face.
He
It's
definitely doesn't
art.
look like Seal.
The
man.
fuck, he doesn't look like Seal.
You can't just.
He's a
say
bald
that.
African American, so
Yeah.
for you, he looks like Seal.
Exactly. Like he doesn't look like Seal at all.
BickerBotsPodcast@gmail.com. He's number 28 on the link that I'm going to post for scientist.
He's a professor of aeronautics in something.
He looks like Seal.
All right, I'm over this already.
Okay, so I'll just scroll in the background. U.S. Here, you read this one.
All right. Breaking news. U.S. Episcopal Diocese votes to stop using masculine pronouns for God. I gather it's Episcopal and diocese are the words that stuttered your fourth grade education.
Fourth degree.
God will no longer be referred to as he or him in the Episcopal Church Diocese of Washington, D.C., which passed a resolution last week barring all use of masculine pronouns when referring to the Almighty. They will be updating their Book of Common Prayer as a result.
What is the pronoun they're going to go with?
Gender neutral, I guess.
Which
just
God?
to say God.
Oh,
I don't care about this. This doesn't bother me at all.
yeah.
don't know,
doesn't
just-
bother me.
He was never a he to
There's
begin
no
with. So
gender regarding God.
God is a spirit. God is love. God always existed. God never had use for
Genders.
gender for himself. For
He
us,
doesn't. There's no purpose in recreation for or recreation.
we refer to him as he because of the way our language functions. No big deal.
So just for the record, I scrolled through all 50. And I got number 7 up on the board. She's the best looking one in there.
No, she's not.
Did you see something better that we scrolled past?
Yes,
Lies.
I just don't care because nobody can see this again.
Again, it's going to be posted and they'll see it.
But they don't go to the Facebook page.
They're going to. And maybe number 2.
She looks like she smelled something and she
looks
can't
like
figure
she's
out
from
what
like
it is.
straight from SVU. Like there's like a
Either way, none of them are hot. They're all
Television
decent
actress.
at best. Some aren't even decent.
She looks like she barebacks toilets.
God damn.
wow.
All right, I got something. What are some of the things you want to achieve before you die?
A successful podcast. So I'm fucked.
I mean, this doesn't have to be your first podcast, PJ. You can have multiple.
Yeah, this is the tester one.
Oh, this is the tester one?
Yeah.
This is the one that has my heart.
I want to achieve woodworking projects before I die.
That's probably the lamest thing I've ever heard.
That's sad.
Before your heart stops beating, you want to say you've built stuff with wood?
Yeah.
Not even procreate.
Man, that's so bland. It's like your
See,
favorite
like,
color
that's not-
beige.
Like I don't get this obsession with like I don't want to bring kids into the
Good,
world.
good. Hey, no,
Good for you.
Good
No.
for you. Good for you.
Well done.
You'll be happy and successful. You'll probably have money to jerk off on. You'll have a blast.
Oh, I thought you guys were saying like I don't need to bring more of my spawn into this world.
Well, that too. We were just
you
trying to be
could
nice
probably
about
make
it.
the world a little bit better place if you brought some of that purebred Korean
but you got-
fungo into the
That's-
world.
that's
You need to
definitely what
sprinkle
I'm
it
going
around, though. Get you a white, a black, a Mexican. Multiple mothers.
I don't think Asian hybrids like really make for good cute
Oh,
people.
you're out of your fucking mind.
Really?
You're wrong,
Oh,
bro.
Give me an example.
Gorgeous.
Give me an example.
Black and Asian,
No,
white and
Give me a
Asian.
famous example, like a concrete example.
Tiger Woods.
I knew you were going to say it.
Wait, what?
If I would have said Tiger Woods, I would have been gay. Him saying Tiger Woods just gets a pass for some fucking reason.
No.
Allow me to explain. I'm not saying I'm attracted to Tiger Woods. I'm saying the blonde after blonde supermodel that he banged are attracted to Tiger Woods. It's very
I don't
simple.
think Tiger Woods is very attractive.
I wouldn't know because I don't bang dudes. I'm just saying.
I don't like.
Oh, that's a big old forehead.
That is hideously big.
All right.
are you
So you
looking
want a
at?
female? I can give you a female. Balls. I'm drawing blanks.
Oh, you know what? Do you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I was just gonna say Daisy's half white and
Yes.
half
Okay,
Asian, right?
Actually, I have no idea what she is, but she can get it.
Oh.
Yeah, she can get it.
Oh.
It's gonna dust that wiener off and share it with somebody.
Dust the wiener off.
What have you
Jesus.
been recording? Like 6 months? And that's the most manly thing I've ever heard Pac say.
Well done,
She
Pac.
can
Oh
get
man,
it.
Those balls
that ruined
dropped.
my image. Damn it! Like
Those balls finally dropped.
I tripped up on the balls.
Who is that? Oh, that's the chick
I
from
love her.
Fresh Off the
Yes,
Boat. She's
I love her.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I
But
just
she's
love
straight up
her.
Asian though.
Oh, and I love that. Oh,
They're calling her American Asian.
Yeah, of Chinese descent, not like biracial.
Oh, I got
What's
you.
her real name?
Learn English.
What's her real name? What's that actress's real
Mei
name?
Feng RG.
There it goes.
That's not,
Write it down.
I'm pretty confident you said something in Chinese. I just don't know what.
For like 2 seconds, he was like, "Is he right?"
Because okay, no, but seriously, what did you just say to me? Like, you said something. I
Okay.
know you said
So
something.
Mei Feng, I'm pretty sure it means nothing, but I was trying to say son, which is Ardze, but I said RG, which means nothing once again. So
all right.
my pronunciations are good. It's just I have to learn the actual words.
Pronunciation. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else we got? Oh, Google. Google is launching an AI research center in France and expanding
Finally.
its office. So France has some of the best universities and schools in the world when it comes to science, technology, and engineering and mathematics.
Yeah. Apparently, France is just a powerhouse in terms of like not just STEM, not specifically like computer science. They're like amazing apparently, which I don't understand.
I thought
Why
MIT
France? Why
was
France?
Yeah.
Wasn't MIT supposed to be the
Well,
top of the heap?
well,
MIT
yeah.
is like MIT is like a small sort of niche.
MIT produces Asperger's.
It's an Asperger's factory.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, what I'm saying is they're such an anomaly that they're not indicative of American higher
Yeah,
education.
definitely not.
And that's
they're
sad.
like
Facebook
I
is
mean,
also
you
doing
can't-
it.
Facebook is doing
Isn't
what?
Facebook like who is it that spat between what's Facebook Zuckerberg
Elon Musk and Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg
yeah,
and
yeah.
Musk, yeah. So Facebook opened one in Paris as well to research AI.
Well, any tech company will want to be heavily investing in AI because
Do we really see Facebook as a tech company?
Yes, because they have
what
billions
else
of
would-
dollars
yeah,
that
what
they
else-
invest in whatever they
Exactly.
want.
Yeah.
What else would you call them?
Social media platform,
Which is a
Well,
tech
that was
company.
how he got his way into the
and
door.
advertising.
That's how he got his way in the door
I mean, but they haven't kicked out any tech yet.
that
so-
you know of.
They bought up Oculus Rift.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's getting in there. He's smart.
What you got?
I got this one that says Sapir-Whorf hypothesis. Language we grow up speaking shapes and informs the way we think and process the world around us. That's interesting.
So
Yeah.
That's got to be a pack topic. That's too smart for PJ.
So that's actually a really interesting topic. So like, I forgot who first started positing this, but like it's basically like a lot of. So it was actually kind of started off racist, where like they're trying to think like, oh, like why are Asians so good at this? You know, why are like certain like ethnicities they couldn't really find a genetic marker for it, right? So they were thinking maybe it's the language, right? And it's just like a theory, right? Where like maybe it's because like for example in Japanese, right? Like the way that the language is structured is like you have to like memorize. It's like rote memorization, right? Kanji, for example, you have to in order to learn how to write the language, you have to learn all of these characters and you have to know what they mean, how to put them together, and all that stuff. It's like it's an essential part of growing up, right? And in that way, maybe that helps you think of, or like do better in like certain like math, for example, like how to be good at math.
I'm just surprised you didn't say Korean.
Why would I? It's because the hypothesis like that's
Well,
how it
because you
started off.
know more about the Korean language. I felt like you would have been a resident expert
Instead of
to bring
pinpointing
that
it-
into the conversation.
I mean, I could. It's the same argument. Like,
Instead of
it's-
putting it on the language, why wouldn't you just put it on the culture?
Because the hypothesis is about the language.
so the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a garbage hypothesis. It's
hypothesis?
yeah,
hypotenuse.
yeah, it's garbage. The idea is garbage
Why is
Why is it garbage, PJ?
because the way that you learn how to speak maps your entire life.
No, that's not.
It's not
how-
what it says.
Well, okay, what was it? It makes you more
Well, I've
inclined
already
to...
rolled it up, but I'll unroll it.
What's
so-
Pack's topic? I figured
since you
he could
weren't
speak
paying
to
attention.
it.
Okay.
a pure-
Language we grow up speaking shapes and informs the way we think
Yeah.
and process the world around us.
Yeah, I wouldn't pin that on the language. I'd pin that on the culture.
So that like,
Language is a part of culture.
Great. But I feel if you grew up speaking English in fucking Japan, you're going to produce the same kind of children that were brought up speaking Japanese. That's what it boils down to. It's all about the language.
So, and that's what what that hypothesis is saying. It won't happen. So, like, let's
And
say
that's why I'm saying that's a bunch of shit.
okay. So, where's your examples? Like, you need to give me you need.
Where's
so
their
once-
examples to disprove it?
I just gave them to you. Were you not listening? Like the entire time we were
What were
talking
you
about
doing?
this?
Did he give one that said?
Yeah, I was talking
Yes.
about the Japanese language.
Yeah,
man.
where were you
Yeah,
on
but
that?
did you have one that said that the kids were brought up speaking English in Japan?
No, that's something that you just brought up.
No
so
shit. So if you
should-
pay attention to science, you need something to disprove it or prove it.
You're the one who brought up that example. You have to prove your examples, man.
I feel like we're caught in like a
they-
mongoloid cyclone right
No,
now.
they have to prove theirs, right? So to prove that, they would have to show that, hey, these kids grew up in Japan speaking English, and they're fucking retards compared to the kids that grew up in Japan speaking Japanese.
Okay, again, it's not talking about intelligence levels. It's talking about the way you process information.
Okay, so they would have to show that these kids that were brought up speaking English in Japan, and these kids that were...
It's just about how they think. Do they think differently?
Right, but you'd have to show that there's a difference. That's
Yeah,
how they would have
yeah,
to
yeah,
track it down and do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So you have to find the only English-speaking native Japanese that refuse Japanese in their household in Japan that are completely Japanese
And
culture.
again, like I think if you do look, yeah, it's, obviously this. So like they have done stuff like that where they
this is liberal bullshit. This is how someone sits in a fucking room thinking up bullshit, making $300,000 a year, getting paid with
Oh my
fucking
God.
tax dollars.
my
This
God.
is fucking horseshit.
I think this is you having
Oh
a
my
rant
God.
because you can't have a conversation about this because you don't understand what it's about.
I understand what it's about. They're trying to say that the language...
Hit us up at biggerbots@gmail.com if you can explain why PJ can't understand the topic that we're talking about.
I understand this better than you two do, I think.
okay. All right. So should we move on to a different topic or
Fucking
you-
racist.
Should humans begin to focus more energy and resources into getting off of Earth and exploring space?
No, and I want to go back to this bullshit.
Instead of
I understand the topic completely. I wasn't listening to Pax rant because I was looking for hot Amber Asians. God damn it.
okay. PJ, you do have a point, right? You do have a point. There needs to be control groups, and there needs to be cases where they have to
Points.
prove. Oh my God! All right, you get points. All right.
All right, moving on.
Okay, so you have pictures pulled up of the actors that are on, or the actresses that have both played Blink. One on the left is on The Gifted, and the one on the right played it in Days of Future Past. Do you see the hotness difference between these two?
Well, let's look at the outfits.
Wait, they're the
as
same
well.
people or
No,
person?
they're the same. They play the same role, but different actresses.
So the link is trying to say it's the same person.
that's not the same person.
That is.
I'm telling
Jamie-
you,
Jamie
it's
Chung.
not the same person.
Well, let's take a look. Let's see who played her in Days of Futures Past. And as we move on,
Wait,
read your
wait.
topic.
Yeah. Wait. I don't think it was
right.
Jamie Chung that was that.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my points because I know for a fact that that's not the same person.
I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just saying that's what the link says.
Yeah, Days of Future Past, Blink.
Oh, she was. So it was Jamie Chung.
We'll see in a
No,
second
it
here.
wasn't Jamie
Oh,
Chung.
okay.
It's some other actress, dude. Blink, blink,
Nope.
blink.
Somebody different.
Yeah.
Bing,
Oh,
bing,
okay.
bing.
Bing, bing, fun.
Bing Bing Fan.
Good enough.
Her name is actually Bing Bing Fan.
I'm the hostess Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
I'm the Red Baron.
I'm J-Mo.
And I'm the man of many names. And
We're getting sports with drunk. Be sure to find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is GSWD_4. Be sure to subscribe on Podbean and iTunes. And find us on the PPRN radio network every Sunday from 12 to 1 p.m.
Wow,
yeah.
that just happened.
Well, they process information differently in China.
Are we going to pay no attention to that, I guess?
Yeah, I just figured your house was haunted.
Okay. For those of you not
Bing
in the room.
shui.
Fan Bing Bing.
The word Bing is really cool in Chinese because it has the I want to say the fourth
All right, please, guy. Can we move on to a topic?
Is that her? Oh,
Yeah, that's her.
She's
got nothing on the chick from The Gifted.
Yeah, she looks good.
All right,
right
anyway,
there.
so should humans begin to focus more energy and resources, and again, this has got to be a pack one, that's not a knock, it's just really obvious, resources into getting off of Earth and exploring space instead of fixing the planet? Should we stay or should we go now?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not really.
Why can't we do both?
Yeah, both. I think it needs to be both.
Because
You're a liberal that way.
oh no, what?
You want to fix the Earth.
I don't give a fuck either way. I ain't gonna be here.
Because like
I
what'll
see
end up
profits in
happening.
both.
What'll end up happening is like resources will be shunted more towards one other than the other, and that's going to depend on policies, right? So what should we focus on?
Okay, so
Okay.
if you were to take this on a long scale and you're worried about resources, we need to get the fuck off the planet.
Okay, that's my.
I would disagree with you guys because it's still up in the air as to what resources we would find if we were to get off of the planet. So I think fixing it and finding alternative sources of energy would be more intelligent in the long run than throwing all of our chips into let's just dive out into the infinite abyss and then see if we can find more resources.
So the reason why that's not necessarily like accurate is because no, we do know like what kind of resources we can get even within our own solar system, which is a ton of like really rare stuff that we can benefit
And
off
we
of. Right?
get water.
What?
Water.
Sure, water is one of them.
How are
but
we getting water off planet?
off the planet?
Yeah.
Well,
If we're off planet,
Are you talking about just like in general human survival? Like
you said if we move off planet, we can find more resources.
yes,
And then
Where are you going
like
to find
rare
water?
earth metals, like
Great.
as in like
I don't
metals.
care about the metals. I care about water.
You should care about the metals because some of these metals are like really, really exciting in terms of like how like the kind of structures that we can build and the kind of advances that we can
I
make.
gather all that, but the human body needs water.
Oh, so you're talking about survival?
Yeah. Yes. Goddamn.
Okay. Well, there are bodies of water, plenty of them in the solar system that we can get to. Ice, for example, plenty of that in space. So you can go ahead and like learn how to harvest that.
you're not going to Google that, are you? Because that's a known fact.
It's a known fact.
I mean,
It's
Google
never
it.
been
Yeah, go
tested.
ahead, Google it. Like, go ahead.
No,
like,
there's ice. They know there's ice.
How do they know this if they've never gotten a hold of it
Well-
and actually checked it?
Okay.
How do they know that's frozen water and not a frozen
okay,
other substance?
hold on. Like my brain just got blown.
What
a
is
little bit.
ice?
Hold on.
Ice is anything frozen. It doesn't have to be frozen water.
Okay, no. You're a little bit. Yeah, sure. Things, other elements can. There are other things that can become frozen. Yeah, you're right. Become like there are three states of matter. Sure, like and being a solid is one of them. Sure, you don't necessarily classify that as ice though. Ice is
No.
water. Water is.
If you
is
have frozen mercury, it's frozen mercury.
yeah,
it's
like
not
that's-
ice. If you have,
Like I'm not gonna knock you, PJ. I understand where you're coming from. There's like other things that can be solid that should be in liquid form or whatever.
You know what? Here's I'm going to show my ignorance a little bit. Why is it water so hard to come by when we know the chemical breakdown of it? Why don't we just create water?
We do.
So you can.
But I think it's
water.
very expensive. I
It
think is the
yes,
problem.
Yeah. And that just again, I'm not a chem. Like I have no idea what I'm talking about here. I just
Conjecture.
know. Yeah, just exactly conjecture. Did you already say that? You did in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. I can say it again if you'd like.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just it's one of those processes where it's because like it's H2O.
Points, by the way. He Googled ice. Just points. What's the definition, PJ?
I'm not going to
frozen water?
explain it.
So the Passion of the Christ 2 is coming out.
I put that on there. Where are they going to go from here?
The Passion of the Christ 2 is coming out.
So it's not actually called the Passion of the Christ. It's actually called the Resurrection.
But we got the resurrection in the Passion
here's
of
the thing.
Christ.
A bit, right? There was like a bit.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah. Well, he rose
So,
from the tomb
yeah.
and he walked out.
Okay, so the resurrection could be more than just that. So he also made himself visible to his followers and other people. So the movie could be about that.
But that's not a movie
Yeah.
like worth. Like that's not like.
Where
what
is
are you
he?
going to
It's
show?
Mel
Like,
Gibson. It's like I don't know.
is this Mel Gibson again?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, and Jim Caviezel.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually kind of interested now.
I'm curious to watch
Yeah,
it, but I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know where you're going with it.
oh shit! Today's the day that guy in California was actually supposed to launch himself into space.
Is he dead yet?
I don't know how it went. I don't know.
Oh, is it the flat earther?
Yes, the flat earther.
Wait, what did you just pull up? Enormous water reservoir found in space is bigger than 140 trillion Earth oceans. What?
That's not
fucking
even
knows?
surprising, right? It's just
Is
space.
that fake news?
I mean, it's not even surprising necessarily
It's
because
surprising to me.
this is the universe, like of course there's gonna be like random shit like that.
Well, yeah, but I don't know.
Space is awesome.
So what you got in the bags? You got something good?
These are all serious ones, I guess.
Yeah.
Jack, what you got? You got anything
I
stupid?
don't have anything stupid anymore because all of these are
I got
actual
something
reruns.
stupid.
Oh, here's something stupid.
Like should prostitution be legal? That's the one we
already
did.
did it.
I know. Like,
I think that's the third time in the same podcast. He's
Oh,
I
right
think
know.
he just keeps
I know.
pulling the same one.
how am I pulling the same one?
I'm
There's
just joking.
like,
What do you got?
Metropolis. Have you seen this?
yes, I love Metropolis.
No.
The anime, right?
No.
No.
So like
Superman.
Gotham.
Yeah, so they're doing.
Oh,
They're already doing a Krypton.
No,
They're
no,
doing
no.
So
no.
this is
Yeah.
why this is going to suck, and you know it sucks because they're putting it on the streaming service only.
Yeah.
Set in a wondrous and awe-inspiring city of tomorrow before the arrival of Superman, Metropolis follows Lois Lane and Lex Luthor as they investigate the world of fringe science and expose city's dark secrets.
Don't make that show. Just
Going
save yourself
to
money.
bomb.
Don't
There's no need
make
for
it.
So
I'm always curious as to how these things get greenlit. Like nobody's interested in that. What the fuck?
How do they not know nobody wants to watch that?
you know what? Here, I know what we can finish out on. So I put the Dear Ray Ray out there again, and I got a long one. Look at this thing.
Oh. First time you've ever been able to say that statement with a straight face.
Fucking asshole. All right. So not like last time. We need you to provide a serious
what's the
answer.
Dear Ray Ray again?
So I go out on the forums and I
You're
put
joking,
out,
right?
No, I'm not joking.
So
What is this again?
Bickerbots.
It's the Dear Abby column.
Yeah. Gotcha.
The advice
gotcha.
column.
Yeah.
Bickerbots podcast at Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Please like the pages.
All socials.
All socials. As we move on. Dear Ray Ray, I'm a 64-year-old woman divorced for 27 years. Shit, how old was she when you got married?
Golden Girls.
Deep into her 30s. Okay. A nice guy I'll call Ronnie has taken me out to lunch and dinner several times. He really likes me and I really like him, but I'm skeptical about getting into a serious relationship because I don't feel like doing a lot of the wife duties anymore, such as cooking. I know this may sound terrible, but I don't cook. My kitchen stays clean, and all I have to do is sweep the floor. Ronnie hasn't said anything about me not wanting to cook, but I fear it will come up later as a problem. What should I do?
Is this real?
I know. This is like shockingly.
So
like,
what sweet old house
I know,
lady is listening to this
This
show?
So the disclaimer is I don't really say, hey, this is for Bickerbots.
Oh
I say,
my god!
I say, hey, we run an advice column.
Oh my god, PJ! PJ, you can't do that.
Awesome.
Oh my god!
All right, what's your answer?
She says she's 64 years old.
67.
67.
All right, so let's just summarize because this is
64,
real.
64.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is so real
Oh
right now.
god, I am not qualified to answer.
You're
this.
totally qualified.
You are totally qualified. You know
I'm a
what?
29-year-old dude. Like,
Well, she's
asexual
single
dude. So she is
she's
an
been
older lady.
Nick say on the
She doesn't want to
asexual.
cook or do any of the wifely stuff, but she wants to keep Ronnie satisfied. Is that the gist of it? Go.
You can do that sexually.
Sexually?
Yeah.
A lot of butt stuff.
But stop.
So what you're thinking here
I
is
feel
that-
like incontinence is an issue at that point, though. So maybe not.
so you're thinking because she's 64, she doesn't have to cook if she gives up a
67.
Western every once in a while?
Western style hand jobs.
I feel like yeah. I mean, because okay, honestly, and at this point, she's 67, right? That's pretty damn old.
So I misspoke. She's 64.
Whatever.
She's been divorced 27 years.
She's like
You were 2 when she got divorced.
Yeah, I think she's an independent woman and she don't need no man.
exactly, and like again, she's older, so like her cooking is a little scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
It's mostly boiled stuff.
Like I like this is gonna sound mean, but I hardly think that your cooking skills are so good that he's missing out on much.
Oh, she could be whipping up Patty's pies. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, because of apparently, like, you know, if she's this like she's like she doesn't want to do this stuff, she probably never wanted to do it in the beginning anyway.
So, you're just saying she's lazy.
no. I'm just saying that like she's probably never good at it.
So the,
So, what
like-
is the advice?
So the advice is like, yeah, like,
There's
be
just judgment, not
be
advice.
Be your own independent woman. Who cares? Don't cook for him. You know, like
Yeah.
if you want something cooked, he's a 64 or 5-year-old guy.
I'm going to take a swipe at this one. It's not a Dear Wilds, but it's a Dear Ray Ray. I'm going to take a swipe at it. Okay. Explain to Ronnie, quote unquote Ronnie, that you're not interested in cooking, but you value his attention and time, and that you would like to build a relationship into something more. But is there some way that you guys can incorporate cooking where he does the majority of the heavy lifting if you just do more of the cleaning towards the back end? Because compromise is the fruit of a good marriage or relationship. You're welcome.
okay, so to sum it up, I have Wild says have Ronnie cook, and Ray Ray says don't cook and give hand jobs. Okay.
Westerns.
Westerns.
Western. All right. I have to email
I just
her.
can't. So I looked it up, right, and I just can't imagine that being like comfortable. You know,
The Western?
It depends on where the thumb is positioned.
oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Like,
You
why
don't
would
want
you,
it-
Why would you be pointing your thumb direct? Like, you'd be jabbing your like.
No, the thumb goes down, but it's like where is
Yeah.
it in relation to the shaft? You don't want it on
Wait,
the
so
back
you,
high.
You give yourself Western.
no,
right?
I don't do that.
Oh, so okay.
You curl the thumb back.
Yeah,
Nope,
exactly.
nope.
You're
The thumb
supposed
is
to
always
curl.
down.
Yeah.
No,
No,
the
why
thumb
are
is
you?
down.
Why would you point
The
the
thumb is down.
Why?
It's Western style hand jobs.
No, why would you jab
Reverse
yourself with
grip.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you
Well,
jab?
that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. It's you have to get the thumb in the right place.
Where in the right? Where?
Most
where
humans
would
don't
you-
have giant ball sacks that get in the way of their Western style hand jobs.
Yeah, but you would still be like like the skin above your penis, like they would it would get
skin above your penis.
the
I'm
area,
circumcised.
The area of no, like
Wait, hashtag too much? Maybe?
no. Here's your like here's your thing, like right here.
Here's your thing.
Here, right here. You
Just
be
say
jabbing
dick.
Here's your dick, and like you'd be jabbing this.
Why is your dick limp?
Yeah.
Why would it?
That's your
Why
jerking
would
off.
it? Why would I
guess,
have an
I
erect
guess, I
penis
guess.
during
you're
any
right,
of this?
You're right.
Why would I be erect while I'm jerking off?
All right,
Okay, that was a real weird slip up.
rock 'em.
Sock 'em.
Go fuck yourselves.
That was a really good high point to go out on. I had to call it.
A classic, and at the same time, progressive. Bicker boss. Bronco sock 'em, go fuck yourself.